Bitch, I'm in the...
Listen, I just want the music to keep going like that. The beat just hits so good, dude.
Well, if it's up to YouTube, we won't be able to play it anymore.
Fuck YouTube. I don't need fucking YouTube. You need YouTube? Fuck you, YouTube.
Hey.
You motherfucker.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
When did you become Boston?
Oh, so we're going on vacation to Boston in October. So I'm just trying to get to that point. You know, I'm walking here. So I'm just trying to get to that point.
Okay, well, you forgot to do something.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brian, and with me always,
I'm Mark.
And right there, Mark. That's right. And we are talking shit today. We're going to be talking shit with a gentleman who's a...
Well, hold on. Before we introduce him,
yeah,
let's tell everybody we're going to do it again on Tuesday.
Okay.
Me and Brian are both going to be taking a month off of talking shit. We'll probably be back about, I think it's August 14th, somewhere around there. We both have surgeries scheduled. I got my...
Don't get old, kids. Don't get old.
I got my my date today, so mine will be July 25th. Brian's is next Thursday, so I get to make fun.
Me, I can't wait.
I get to make fun of him a lot. And then, of course, it'll be probably about the same time that I have to move, so you guys will be able to see the new house, probably when the new when we start back up. And then I'm not sure who the guest will be that day, but just keep an eye out. We'll announce it ahead of time.
We will figure that out, guys. And also, last night's show was a special show. We had a young lady on, and her name was Dana Teller. And if you have not seen or you don't know who Dana is, for the love of God, please go find her on Facebook, YouTube, whatever.
And then check out our show.
Absolutely hysterical. Yeah, she had a joke last night that absolutely fucking killed me, and I think Keith was on for that. We'll ask him if he was around for it. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're done talking about us. We're done talking about talking shit. We're here to talk about Mr. Keith Groyon.
Hey.
What is happening, buddy? How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. How about you guys? How are you guys doing?
Fantastic. You already have fans in here.
Well, Kenzie, she's my assistant director, so she's my partner in crime when it comes to this type of stuff.
maybe she'll want to play a game.
Oh, she was listening last night. She was listening. She was next to me.
Ooh,
got another fan in the room.
Amber, how you doing?
Never heard of her.
Never heard. I haven't either. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I have no idea. Who is this Hoffmeister?
So Keith, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do. And
I don't know where to start. I mean, well, first of all, I'm a director. Yeah, that's the beginning. That's a great one. I don't know where to start. I'm a director from Chicago. I do independent film. Who the heck is Amber? I don't know. So I've been doing films for almost 12 years. I used to actually do a lot of VFX works. I used to be into the special effects, and I just ended up, I'm tired of doing special effects. I want to write something myself, and I decided, what's up, Hilario? How you doing? I just ended up making movies, and I started with sci-fi, and I made a lot of Clifton. What's up? I'm trying to finish my statement, and everyone's just popping in. I started doing sci-fi, and I just kept going, made short Star Wars videos, all that other good stuff. And then I decided just last year to get into horror. And I did The Red Huntress. I wrote this story called The Red Huntress. And I was like, yeah, let me try it, because I'm not a big fan of horror. Hey, Amanda. I'm not a big fan of horror, but someone said, step out your comfort zone and do something different. And it just kind of went from there. So
there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, hell, you got to start somewhere, right? Did you do the writing, or did you do mostly?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything. I did the writing, the directing. Of course, I have Kenzie helping me out as my assistant director. The makeup, the props, everything we do ourselves. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the Red Huntress. I have not seen it yet. I was told to watch it all the way through. We got to binge it, so I want to wait until it's completed.
Yes, wait till 3 and 4 is out, which is this fall. Wait till them so you can watch 1 to 4. So
Okay.
you're sitting there like, what's going on? I need to know.
So we were having a conversation before the show, like
yeah,
like shows that didn't catch me at the beginning.
right.
Office wasn't
Okay.
wasn't a huge fan until I hit like episode 3 and 4.
Right.
You know, Michael was just not the guy that was making me laugh. Like,
Right.
I didn't get it.
I didn't start watching it until it was the series was completed.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't care for it at all at first. I was like, it's not me. Like,
It's still not my my favorite or anything like that, but it's something I'll turn it on every so often. My daughter loves the show.
Really? It's okay. It's okay. Like for me,
I think when Michael left, that's when the show just went downhill, anyways.
So,
Yeah. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No. If you let Brian talk,
other shows that may have grabbed you, and maybe we'll get and ask the people watching and listening in here, shows that grabbed your attention, from episode 1, or something that's a sleeper show that people wouldn't suspect. And you and I had talked about it, The Shield.
Mm-hmm. The Shield. Yep.
You and I, man, that was episode 1, the very first episode. I was like, what is going on? And then all of a sudden, Vic Mackey gets this guy in a room with a phone book, a bottle of Jack Daniels, and a razor blade.
Yup.
Holy shit.
I still never
blew my mind.
It comes out hard, and that's what I love. I love shows that start off real hard. Hey, Nikita, how are you doing? It's actually evening, Nikita. Marquise, what's up? Yeah, I love shows that come off real strong, real good, and that's when I was writing The Red Huntress, or even like making a movie. Like I'm working on a new sci-fi movie that's coming up. I love hitting the first minute off hard. I need to get your attention, and I feel like in today's society, you got 30 seconds, right? It's like Shark Tank. You go in there, you got it. Just impress me. Like either a big explosion, or you're doing something where it's just a shootout, something awesome to pull your audience in. And then once you hook them, they're just going to, you got them. That's it. You just got to hook them and then just continue on with that phase. So yeah, that's why I love Shield. I just love Shield so much because of that.
Was there any influence from any TV shows or any movies for the Red Huntress? Was there any influence that got you? And what was that?
Supernatural and Van Helsing.
Supernatural. That one took me a minute to get into as well.
That takes a while. That was a slow climb.
Yeah.
Supernatural, I loved it just because I loved the hunting down of different, vampires and different monsters. Van Helsing, also the same category, but I really loved the timepiece, the Renaissance time, because during that time, I feel like, horror movies that were made back then, that's where Nosferatu started. It's all during that medieval kind of period where it's just better. It makes it feel like it's more believable than trying to do it in like the 25th century. Plus, also making the Red Huntress, I was thinking, you know what? I need to make these monsters harder to kill, harder to get. And in today's society, of course, you can use a machine gun. You can grab a 50 caliber Desert Eagle, silver bullet, take out a werewolf. But back in the day, they didn't have that technology. They had pitchforks, knives, the angry mob that shows up, and, maybe a few rifles. But that's why I kind of kept it in that time period. So it's like, this is much harder to actually kill than just, boom, we're going to knock it out the way. But a lot of the old school type of filming is what I truly love. And I took that into the effects. Same thing with our werewolf, which I have back here, actually. Clifton's werewolf mask that he's going to have on again this weekend. I think a number one thing is never show the werewolf until it's time to show it. I feel like keeping that intensity of using the darkness, using the shadows, around you just builds up the more of a anticipation to see what that werewolf looks like, and then when you're ready to show it, you just give it a badass scene. I don't know if I can curse on here, but
Absolutely.
you can give it. Yeah, okay. There you go. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
You can't do it. I don't talk.
Hold on, wait a minute.
What do you
know what? I don't fucking know.
Did you hear Brian when he first started talking on the show?
Oh, you know what? That's right. Okay, that's right. See, I didn't know if I could or not, so I just didn't know.
Absolutely, you can.
But yeah,
Oh.
okay. I forgot to ask that first.
No, this is your show. You can do whatever you want tonight.
Come on, the name of the show is fucking shit.
Shit. Okay.
No, listen, we're all about having fun and having a good time. You got some really kick-ass actors and actresses on your team. Executives, I'm sure you got some pretty badass executive producers and whatnot too. What is the hardest thing to overcome with this film, with the making of the Red Huntress? What's the hardest thing that you guys think that you've run into?
I think the hardest thing, and that's every independent film, is budget, right? Budget's always the hardest thing. But also my mindset is, I feel like if you have too much money to play with, it can also be your downside because you lose the creativity, right? So as I was making the Red Huntress, like, we filmed, I would say an average ballpark of how much we raised from episode 1 all the way till now is only like close to like $7,000, right? And a lot of the stuff is going out to thrift stores, going out and asking people, hey, are you going to, get rid of this? Can we use it? And be able to recycle a lot of things that you find. YouTube videos, just being able to take things apart. And also, since it's a timepiece film, it's very hard to find locations to make sure you keep it in that time period. Like, ours is taking place in the late 1800s, early 1900s. So that's like pre-World War I, just kind of Western period. So, but it's more in the Europe side. So, so actually, fun fact, in Europe, from what Hilario actually explained to me, they were still going through their Kings, Queens era, while in America was more Western going on. So you had that kind of like flow coming, kind of find a way to balance both to get that nice little feel, because Wellows Ridge is, it's not a real place, but it's somewhere out in Europe. But we wanted to get people from all over coming into Wellows Ridge, so you get a feel of the vibe from each kind of like part of the globe in a way. But yeah, those are really the only two main ones is, budget, but that always is expected. But
Sure.
Really the timepiece, trying to write this story without ruining it, but also keeping it within what we can realistically execute with. So the forest is the best place to do it at. So keep it all in the forest. And I use a lot of miniatures. I am a big miniature person.
Okay.
I build miniature sets. I actually built the whole miniature town of Wellows Ridge, and Sammy actually saw it. She came out. She's like, holy cow, you build this? I said, yeah, you got to keep it old school. You get cardboard, cut it up, get a description, go to Dollar Tree, grab some toothpicks and popsicle sticks, glue it together, keep it cheap, get dirt from the backyard, pound it down, and just there you go. You have yourself a little town. And since it's fantasy, no one can judge you on, oh, well, that's not a town. It's fantasy. You do what you have to do. But those are really the two major setbacks that's still there. But, we try.
Yeah. What about getting the crew together? Is it hard to get the crew?
No, actually, no. I like our crew, our cast, everyone's amazing. Everyone is willing to step up and just take somebody else. Like, say like, hey, I need this light being held up. Everyone has no issue just coming up to me. Keith, what do you need me to do? I'm not on camera. Can I jump on here? Can I help you? Do you want me to do makeup? Do you want me? So everyone's like learning, but also like helping out at the same time. And that's the great thing about with the crew and the team I have, because it's not just all on me. It's just everyone's trying to, come together to make this, the best that we can, because there's so much potential in it.
Yeah.
So
where can we watch the Red Huntress?
So you can watch it on YouTube. It's at Movie Crew 17. So, but there's a lot of videos I have up there. So just type in the Red Huntress, the first chapter, and it will pop up. And then if you want the second chapter's up there too, you'll just have to look for that. It will be usually, I think I have it set on YouTube for to play next right after that. But if you can't find it, just type in the second chapter. The Red Huntress, the second chapter. Yes. So, and it will pop up.
Have you heard of, and you may be aware of this, Cranked Up TV?
No, I have not.
So Cranked Up TV is actually a streaming platform.
Okay.
And so I got an opportunity to talk to these guys, and I'm going to have them on the show. They are looking for indie films, indie shows. They want those. Yeah, they want them on the platform. They want them on the platform. So it's called what does it say? Get Cranked Up.
Get Cranked Up. Indie. Crank 30. Get Crank 30. Okay.
So that's if you go to that, that's you can download it because I think it costs like $5.99 a month. It's a streaming platform service. So
that's not bad.
But if you've got stuff that you know that you want to put on there, I literally talked to these guys. They seem really nice and down to earth, and they knew a lot of directors, a lot of people. Actually, we were talking about Whitman was one of them that they've reached out to, and they're going to have him, I think. And I think they already play one of his movies on there. What's is it Unnatural? Unnatural.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just another outlet. I want to.
Yeah, no, that's awesome to know. Yeah, no, that's super awesome. Hey, Sammy, how are you doing? The Red Huntress herself.
She made it. Holy cow.
Yes. Paul, how are you doing, Paul? Welcome in.
And so she also said Whitman is great.
Whitman,
we thought so.
Whitman. Okay, tongue twister. Whitman.
He was great. We had him on our show back in last year.
Okay.
I can't remember what month it was. I think it was
September. He's done a bunch of stuff with wrestler. Do you like wrestling?
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard of a guy named Al Snow?
Sounds very familiar.
The guy that used to run around with a mannequin head and go,
yeah.
Al Snow, yeah.
So okay.
Al now runs a little promotion called OVW.
Okay.
Out in Kentucky.
Okay.
Louisville,
Kentucky.
That's not far from here.
He runs OVW, and OVW. That's actually where Batista came from.
Oh no way!
Cena,
John Cena,
Lesnar,
Brock,
wow.
All the
Randy Orton.
Yeah. Randy Orton. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So he knows the town. He knows the town. There's a lot of I don't know how close you are to that area. So
it's about 6 hours from here, 7 hours, give or take, but it's still not bad.
So there's good filming out there, I know, because he did Unnatural, and like I said, Unnatural, I think he used a camp.
Yeah, camp.
It was like a campground.
Oh,
and it looked like it was from the early 1900s with log cabins with no electricity and that kind of thing. And stuff
okay.
That, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, just an idea. Awesome. I don't know if it's
no, definitely. Yeah. I'm gonna take notes on that one. Remember that one. Mental notes.
Yeah. Let's see. Nick,
what's up? What's up?
We got a lot of people in here tonight hanging out with us.
Thank you all.
Chit-chatting with Keith.
Yes.
All right. Keith, what about what were you? Yeah, Homeless for the Holidays is another one that Whitman just did.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be a comedy thing.
Yeah, Whitman's got a wrestling one coming out,
and Al Snow's in this one as well.
Yeah, you'll get a kick out if you watch the wrestling one. I can't remember what they called it, but if you watch it, Al Snow's got a certain song in there. But we got to hear it.
We previewed it on the show. It was fantastic.
Oh, that's awesome.
Literally, the name of the song is "Give Me Head, I Want Head."
My God!
Yeah, it's fantastic, bro. It was so funny, and Al Snow was singing it, and I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Oh my gosh, he's just going on with that. Wow,
yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, we've had a bunch of really great actors, actresses. We actually had Sammy on the show. We've actually had
we've had Clifton on the show.
Clifton.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we've had a few people that you might know.
Oh, Samir.
Hell, we even Amber. We've had her on the show.
Amber Hoffman. Yep.
Yeah.
Amber Hoffman. Whoever that Amber is.
Amber.
Yeah.
Her husband is due to come on the show at some point with the band.
We're
working on it.
Fun fact. I was listening. They came out to when we were filming the concept trailer, and it was Amber. Oh my gosh, I'm already forgetting names, so forgive me, Amber. Her husband and her 2 kids were out, and I was playing one of their band songs, and Amber was like, "Well, look who's listening to this." He's like, "How did you know this?" He's like, "Yeah, he's the guitarist for their band." I'm like, "No shit." I'm like, "I love this song. I listen to it all the time at the gym." And he's just like, "Oh," and then he's like, "That's not one of my best songs," but I mean, I'm just like, "Well, I love it."
Listen, we've had a couple of bands on the show as well.
That's awesome.
We've had Inside the Trojan Horse, which we did. We used their soundtrack.
Yeah, we can use their soundtrack anytime we want. We did that for.
We used that for
the Death of Snow White.
Nice.
So I don't know if you've heard of a little production company. Is that Real Fiction Studios?
Yeah,
Real Fiction Studios and Jason Brooks and his whole crew over there. They're awesome as well.
Nice.
They did a movie called The Death of Snow White, and guess what?
I haven't watched it yet. I
haven't seen it yet either. We've only
actually I do
through, and we have absolutely loved every single person that we've had on this show.
Brian, I do have the movie. I bought the movie.
You got the movie? Oh, no. I gotta watch it.
We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch the movie.
We're not. All right, turn it on. Yeah, we're done.
Just turn it on. No.
I know.
Oh man, so yeah.
August Lee Gittner. Yep, there you go. There it is. Yep, Until I Wake. That's exactly the song I was listening. Yep. Thank you, Clifton.
Oh, yeah, I have no doubt. I know it's going to be awesome.
And you know what the best part about that one is? It was great timing because after Disney Snow White made the remake, I would call that phenomenal timing. You know what I mean? Because it didn't do as good in the movies, the Snow White movie for Disney, but then this comes out as an independent film. And it really tells you, like, independent films are making a huge comeback right now. Look at Terrifier 3. I think right now in theaters, it's the Superman movie that's coming out. I think that comes out already today. But, really, there's not a lot of big movies coming out. A lot of them are remakes. Or, like, I just watched Top Gun Maverick, like, 2 days ago. And I haven't watched the original one, so don't yell at me. So I jumped in watching Top Gun. I'm sorry, okay? I just haven't had the time to watch it.
You fall in love with Tom Cruise as a young Tom Cruise. Dude.
I love Tom Cruise's movies. I just haven't seen Top Gun yet, the original one. Go ahead.
We had an opportunity to talk to Dana Teller last
night. I know. It was awesome.
You got to see that, right? Were you around when she told the joke about the butthole?
No. I was.
Oh my god, it was great.
I got to go back.
So you're the only chick that lives in LA without a butthole? She's like, no, I have one. There's just poop doesn't come out of it. Only things go in it. And I was like,
oh.
I was like, whoa. Yeah. My boyfriend found the unicorn. I was like, obviously.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. Okay, so shout out to Hilario. I started working with him 10, 11 years ago. We met up and he taught me everything from my SFX to all the tactics, military, fight choreo. He taught me everything on that side of the field, and now I'm teaching him how to direct because he has a bunch of movies he's looking at starting into. But yeah, Hilario, he's an old school guy, and let me tell you, he's gonna.
Yeah, he's going to watch Top Gun, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it right after this. Don't worry, I haven't said on Paramount. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, because
You know.
you can't get a part 2 without knowing what the hell are they talking
But
about.
Hold
I
up,
don't know a whole
Brian.
lot that they-
Brian, you said okay. You watched Top Gun, and then you
I
said
didn't want to watch Maverick because I just
forced
thought
him-
that they were going to ruin it, honestly.
forced
But
him
I
to.
think
I
that they
told
did
him.
a really, really good job.
I thought that they did a great job.
Yeah.
And
It was
even having Miles Teller play Rooster was awesome. You know, it was a great. He reminded me of Goose. That worked out perfect.
See, and it's good that I'm going back to watch it because I can get that. Sometimes watching, I mean, I'm a Star Wars guy. Think about it, okay? George Lucas decided to write, episode 4, 5, and 6, the first go about in the 80s and 70s, and then 1, 2, and 3 came out in the early 2000s. So it's like, well, now we got that. But this is pretty. It was good, and
Yeah.
I'm a person who loves watching the cinematography. Exactly, Mac. Yeah. Oh, we'll watch Top Gun. Okay. All right. We'll
I
watch
think
a
what
lot
you
of
guys
people are
need,
gonna-
I think what you guys got to do is have an actual watch party and do it live
Oh.
on a show like, I don't know, Talking Shit or something. And
And do you want to do a director's breakdown from VFX point of view and how we probably think so?
we could try to do something like that. I mean,
I'm down for that. I would love a watch. See, I won't watch it then. I'll a pure reaction of it first. I won't watch it then. We'll do a pure reaction of it, and you'll get my honest opinion from after watching Maverick going to the original one. So
see,
I
Nick's
feel the
already
need-
cutting off the line.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'll watch it.
You
Yes,
gotta
I
watch it.
know.
You gotta watch
I'll watch it. Everyone's gonna be like texting me, "What the hell, Keith? You never seen Top Gun, you motherfucker?" I'm like,
Listen, if you would have told me you never watched Dumb and Dumber, I'd be very disappointed with you.
okay, I watched that one. of
Okay.
course.
Ace
I
Ventura.
watched
Yeah, Ace.
I watched-
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of like it falls within those guidelines. Like you kind of
Okay.
Well, no, wait, hold up. I mean, you got Dumb and Dumber, and then that you can't exactly go from that one and watch the second one because it's not,
it's not as funny.
right.
Well,
That's
that's
what
it.
I say. Like I feel like a lot of films kind of ruin themselves.
Yes.
It's
It's
a part 2. Here's movies that I think absolutely nailed it though. Like the Saw franchise, fucking
Yes.
nailed it. The Friday the 13th franchise, fucking nailed it. Nightmare on Elm Street, fucking nailed it. When we start talking comedy stuff, like not really comedy, but action comedy, Deadpool.
Okay,
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, it's hard. It is really hard to find a comedy to do a second one to do it
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean,
when
look
they,
at
Police
Right.
Academy. There you go.
Okay,
Police
Police Academy was great.
Police Academy is
Yes,
fantastic.
that's
Here's
been
the
great.
thing, you could have changed the entire cast and just
Yeah.
left one
Yeah.
person in that movie.
Right.
It would have been
wait. Now here's one. Since they're rebooting it, what do you think of the new Naked Gun?
Oh.
I want to see it because
Yeah.
I want to see it. I want to see how bad that they screw it up.
Yeah.
I mean, he's playing the son of. He's playing the son of
Drummond.
Liam. No. Oh my gosh. I
Leslie
forgot his name.
Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie
yeah.
Nielsen. Which was I can't remember his name. Sorry,
Drebin.
Drebin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Frank Drebin.
Right.
So he's Frank Drebin Jr.
I think sometimes though I feel like they shouldn't be doing like someone talked to me about they should make a Full Metal Jacket Part 2.
Oh
Right?
hell no.
And I'm like no,
it doesn't make sense.
No, that doesn't make any
It told the whole
sense.
story. It told the whole
Yeah,
story. There was
Exactly.
nothing else you needed to add.
And I'm like, and he was like, "Oh, that was so funny." I said, "Yeah, it's funny in the first part, which I found out that was all improvised. All of that was straight up improvised. The first part, which is crazy. It was like they were saying it was like having Robin Williams, where they just put nothing in the script and he just goes. And they said all of the opening scenes for Full Metal Jacket, that's why the camera was so close up to them, because everyone else was dying laughing while this one person's just getting screwed over and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, that was a great movie.
That was his first movie, and I think I read or I heard something that when he went and did that scene, he literally went to, because they did this on a base or something like that, and they told him like, you can't go to these certain areas and stuff, and he literally went to a certain area to get yelled at by a drill instructor, and so he took that back. So when he was getting yelled at, like, that's like the reaction that he gave, and I was just like, holy shit, he's stone fucking cold, dude. That's
great. It's a great movie. Great movie. I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Boo if you don't watch. Boo if you don't watch it. If you have not seen Full Metal Jacket, you need to go watch that. You have
to watch it. That's
he disagreed that he's going to watch Top Gun. So
I watched Top Gun. Yes, I watched. Top Gun.
Lee Remy was the drill instructor. Was the drill sergeant.
He did a great job.
Fantastic, dude. He's been like that for his whole fucking career too, I think.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
You know,
the same way he acted the same way. He was funny, and you know,
it was a good balance of. Let's see. I don't think anyone can top. No. I
don't think so either.
No, you can't. You can't.
But I will tell you, if you got TikTok, just go watch a couple of marine drill instructor videos on TikTok. You will absolutely die. Because you're going to be like, holy shit, that's like the Lee Remy. That's like that guy. You know what I mean? Just go watch a couple of those little videos, and I think that you'll be like, holy crap, those soldiers are strong to be able to stand there and take that.
Yep. All right, Brian.
Yes, sir?
We hit the halfway mark.
Oh man, we
already? Hit the mark. Wow.
So
what happens when we're talking? And
yes, when you're not talking as much and the guest is talking more. That works out perfect. Any which way, we're going to take a small little break for about 3 minutes. We asked Keith what was his favorite song at the time, or a song that he liked at the time. He told me. I'm going to let him introduce the song, because, the band and the song, because I'm not butchering shit.
I hope I get it right, but it's NXCRE, Fallen Angels. We're all down here alone.
And when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we will be playing Florida or Not Florida. So stick around. We'll be back right after the song.
Figured that you'd be the reason I stand before God.
All right. That was
And we're
quick.
back.
Cool. Sorry, I had a phone call in the middle of the lake.
Uh,
I know, right? It's such. I just heard it on YouTube, and it's like a mix of indie, like old school, like metal, not metal, but like I don't know how to say. It's like a little bit of like
It's an
I don't
indie
know.
rock. It's like an indie rock.
Yeah, but it's just a good like they got good music, you know.
Yeah. No,
So-
like I said, we've had a couple of bands on here that they've all had really great music. We've had Inside the Trojan Horse is fantastic, and then we
Felicity.
just had Felicity, and Felicity's blowing up.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
So hopefully we can get, like I said, hopefully we can get Amber's husband's band after we get back
Until
from
I wake.
yes.
Till I wake.
Hopefully, hopefully he's listening and feel sorry for us and come on.
Listen, what I would like to do is get Falling in Reverse on here, but if anybody knows anybody, just saying.
So,
if anybody knows anybody, yes.
so since Keith is playing the game, and
Woohoo!
well, before we play the game, let's see who else wants to play Florida or not Florida with him. But Keith, before we start, last night you were the only one to pick one answer out of it, and you picked the right county in
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah.
How did you do that one without? And please tell us that you cheated and looked it up.
No, I didn't. Okay, so I was watching Live PD, right? And it just stood out because me and my buddies love watching Live PD, and it stood out.
This
And I
was
was
on
just
Live
like,
PD.
Yes,
know
they were.
I
Yeah,
did not
it was
know
on there, and I was sitting there. I'm like, that's some crazy motherfucker. And some things just stick to my head, like, and I'm just like, that's crazy. And the first thing I said, yo, that's from Citrus County, because I remember the host is like, well, we're back in from Citrus County where they just did a crackdown. It's just like,
Wow.
oh my god! So it just popped in my head, just like,
I'm gonna
dang.
have to watch it. I'm gonna have to go back.
Go, yeah.
to find
Like
it.
sometimes they do like those weird like playbacks or like,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know.
We
It's
watch
like-
Live PD all the time, and I was
It's
like,
so good.
we see
it's so good.
like Walton County's on there a bunch, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, there's not.
I
much
don't
time
I
up there.
don't know
What
if
the
they're
hell?
still showing it anymore. I think they changed it to something different now, but it's not Live PD anymore.
It's not. What do they
I-
call
I-
it now?
I think it's just On Patrol. I think it's On Patrol. Yeah, On
On
Patrol
Patrol
Live.
Live.
Yeah.
Okay.
On Patrol Live. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it used to be Live PD and then they changed it to On Patrol Live.
Why would
so
they
I was like,
change it?
I don't know. Maybe
Because somebody
Mon-
probably whined and complained. I don't know.
probably.
Any which way, Brian. What does our guest get?
So-
for playing the game.
So Keith, you're gonna get, and whoever wins
Oh, okay.
also get these fancy decals.
Yo, those are sick.
All
These
you have
are our
to do.
newest decal, the Talking Shit Military Edition decals.
Hey.
This is the OG. We're going to send out some of these to you. And anyone that wants to play against you, Amanda always wins.
Oh.
She does not.
I'll play against Amanda.
She'll tell you she's she's been doing good,
Oh.
but she was on a losing streak for a while there. But
So,
anybody that wants a decal, all they got to do is send me their address. Send me or Brian, or send it to Talking Shit. It don't matter.
message Talking Shit. Give us your information, your name, your phone number, your height, your weight, your social security number.
Or
Your
we can give Keith a bunch of them, and social security number. I need that for my new house.
Cool. I got you. I got you.
Or we can give Keith a bunch of them for the cast and crew.
Kayla, I think you're going to play against. Are you want
Kayla.
to play? Are you want
Shout
to
out.
play against?
Shout out to Kayla real quick because she's now first getting into independent filmmaking, so she's directing her very first film. We were
Good
just
deal.
talking about her new project, so shout out to you, Kayla. Good luck.
All right. So here's how the game works. Obviously, I'm going to read 5 headlines,
Okay.
and these headlines they could have happened in Florida or not Florida.
Okay.
Okay. All you got to do is answer Florida or not Florida.
Okay.
And the person in the comments section will give them a couple of seconds because we are a little delayed. So
Okay.
we'll let that person, whoever's going to play, hopefully a couple of people will. I think if Mac's still on, maybe Mac will still stay around and play. Kayla, we got Amanda. Amanda's gonna play. She always plays. So we'll try this out.
Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The first headline reads as such: Man arrested for exercising naked at Planet Fitness.
Oh, that's not.
Fitness is a low-cost gym chain that advertises the judgment-free zone. But a man got arrested for exercising naked. Did this happen in Florida or not Florida?
I'm going to say not Florida.
Not Florida. Okay, let's see. We got one for Florida. Mr. Rodriguez is saying Florida. Come on, Mac. What's your answer? Let's see.
Come on, Mac. I know you're on right now.
Mac and Kayla. Mac, Kayla, Amanda, if you're not busy. Nick is saying Florida.
Wow, everyone's going against me. All right.
It's okay. Listen, Mac is actually going to stick with you and say
not Florida.
Florida because it's hot. Naked, so she's saying Florida.
Oh.
Mark, you got them all?
Yeah, I got them all now.
All right, guys. The answer is not Florida. It actually is Massachusetts. Massachusetts.
Nice.
Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, here's a good one.
Oh, gosh.
Man dives into an ocean and saves a drowning black bear. Did this happen in Florida or not Florida?
Oh.
Florida or not Florida, ladies and gentlemen. Man jumps into an ocean to save a black bear.
I'm going to say Florida.
I'm going to say hell no, I ain't doing none of that. I am not doing none of that.
You wouldn't jump in to save a black bear?
Yes. That bear can't swim. That's on him, bro.
Like, if it's a baby black bear, yeah, I'm going to.
Yes.
Did they say it was a baby or was it like a big one?
No, they don't even tell you. They just said it's a black bear.
So I guess that's going to be a big one. I'm going to say Florida.
You're going Florida.
Yeah.
Got another one for Florida. Mr. Rodriguez again with Florida. Mac is going not Florida, probably because it's a black bear, I think is.
I don't know.
This could throw people off, though, because do we have black bears here in Florida? Yes, we do. Do we have them in California? Yes, we do. So
not in Chicago.
Not Florida. And Amanda says, I'm going to stick with Florida. I'll stick with Florida. Nick is saying, no, Florida. I save all bears. Bear lives matter.
Can you help the Chicago Bears, Nick, please? Because we need a lot of help. Please. Please.
All right, no. Mac is changing it to Florida. So
she's teaming up.
Mac is changing it to Florida. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The answer is Florida.
Whoa!
It does not tell me exactly where in Florida, but there are some comments. I was just going to jump in here real quick and read. This isn't your stereotypical Florida man, but a Florida biologist. The bear needed to be trapped in order to be relocated, so wildlife officials hit him with a tranquilizer. That startled the bear. He headed for a lake. I apologize. It's a lake, not an ocean. Okay. And you can go read the rest of the story at whitewolfpack.com/Florida biologist dives in and saves bear.
So the bear was tranquilized, so it was out.
I still wouldn't do it, dude. I'm passing on this.
Well, no, because if it wakes up, it's going to attack you.
You know, I don't even want to save a cat that's in a tree. So that son of a bitch is going to come out and claw me to death. No, pass. We're done here. And a bear's claws are way bigger than a cat's claws. So
one hit and you're done.
I don't like animals, so
whatever. I'm an animal guy. All right, here we go. Man messes with the wrong person.
That's
beaten up by a Florida NFL player who caught him masturbating outside of his daughter's window. Did this happen in Florida or not Florida?
Okay, so I'm going to go not Florida because I'm going to guess that sometimes I know during off seasons they're not really in their state, so I'm gonna probably say cocaine bear. I'm gonna go not Florida on this one. Just But that's fucked up though. But not Florida.
Mr. Rodriguez is saying Florida. Mark? All right, let's see who else we got. Mac, where you at? Tiffany saying, hello, Keith.
Hey, Tiffany.
Tiffany, stick around. We're playing a little game here called Florida or Not Florida. Just jump in and answer at any point. Kayla is saying not Florida. Kayla Taylor saying not Florida. I'm going to read it again while we're waiting for those answers to come in, ladies and gentlemen. Man messes with the wrong person. Beaten up by a former NFL player who caught him masturbating outside of his daughter's window. Let's go ahead and read some of these comments. I'm going to drop down here and read some of these comments. From the looks of it, the one guy showed incredible restraint. Yes, he did. The small of a man who would do it again. Speaking of the man who beat up the one that looks like crap.
All right, they're all in.
All right, everybody's got their answers in. Ladies and gentlemen, that was, in fact, Florida. It does not tell me where. I was trying to see if I could find it. Let me see here. Actually, here we go. You guys ready?
Where is it at?
Tony Beckham, former Detroit Lions player, just happened to notice Cassidy in the bushes masturbating at his daughter's window. There you go, Mark. It was a Detroit Lions player.
Oh.
Hey, you are aware that when you read the headline, it said Florida.
Of course. I didn't say it out loud.
Well, that's why most of them probably went away from it.
I didn't read it as Florida man. I said man messes with.
Well, I'm just letting you know.
Did I mess it up? Or is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, I think it's a great trick question. It's a great trick. You're like,
I think so too.
It's a great trick question. You got me on that because I was like, oh, maybe
where we
it's
hit?
not
We hit number 3?
Yeah.
Let's see here. All right. Man breaks into multiple women's homes to tell them that he respects them in celebration of International Women's Day. Man breaks into multiple women's homes to tell them that he respects them in celebration of International Women's Day. I don't like this guy.
I'm surprised he didn't get shot.
I think he should have got shot.
Yeah, I'm going to say not Florida. That sounds something. Yeah, that's not Florida.
I don't think it's a Florida thing either, but who am I? I'm just the guy reading the
I don't think so. I think that's somewhere else. But
I would not want it to happen in Florida. That's like.
Hey, I just want to say this, and then you get shot.
I feel like we have the meth heads here in Florida, and like other states have crackheads.
I thought Florida was nice.
Yeah, no.
No. Oh, okay.
We're slat full of fucking meth, man. We don't have mosquitoes. We have mosquitoes. Girls with no teeth named Bethany are actually Methany.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, every one of them said not Florida.
And every one of them can suck it because they're all right. God dang it.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. You guys were all right. That actually was in Missouri.
Okay,
Man from Missouri.
Oh, of course.
Breaks into women's homes to let them know that he respects them. Really good idea. Way to go, Missouri.
So, do you think he was on something when he did that?
I gotta say, would you not be on something to break into somebody's house?
Some people aren't.
Ma'am, I'm just broke in to let you know that I respect you. Can you say this with a straight face? No.
I couldn't.
I didn't steal anything. I just wanted to let you know I respect you.
And I'll pay for your broken glass, too.
I guarantee you that's not happening. He ain't got no money.
No, probably not.
All right. This is going to be our last one right here.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Man sentenced after attempting to bribe an undercover officer with Sprite and chicken Alfredo.
Okay, that's definitely not in Florida. Okay, I'm definitely rolling that in. That's not Florida.
Do you think a Florida man would have gave him money or?
I don't think a Florida man will approach a cop like that. Like, I'm gonna give you this. I have other states in mind that might do that, but you know,
I'm trying to figure out why Alfredo and Sprite is my question here. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, here's some Alfredo and Sprite, like, or chicken Alfredo. I'm not going. No, I mean, chicken. Hey, officer. Yeah, can you get me out of this ticket? I got some Olive Garden left over from Alfredo.
Oh no, I could see them doing that.
Like,
please don't arrest me. I have Sprite.
I got Sprite and I got some chicken Alfredo.
Alfredo.
Yeah. You want some breadsticks too?
I will take you to Olive Garden. It's all
I can only afford the soup and salad, so that's
all
all
right.
you can eat.
So let me hit it down the list here. We got.
Hold on, I just
need say Florida.
I just need Mac.
What?
Oh. Nope.
Kayla said not Florida.
Got them all.
Mac was saying, imagine being on the other side of that, though. Nick said Florida. Amanda said Florida. And Mac said, no, not Florida. Let's see, guys. Where do you think it happened? What's high in the middle and round on both sides? Ohio.
Woohoo! No, I don't see that in Ohio, though.
Guys, I got to tell you, I want to share this. Let me see if I can share my screen. I got to figure out how to share my screen here.
Is there a video with it too from the body cam?
But listen, go look up the man from Ohio that bribed a cop with Sprite and Alfredo. Look at his dumbass photo.
Let me see. Hold on.
He looks like a young Peter Griffin.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Looks like a young Peter Griffin.
What is it? It's man from Ohio.
So it was an Ohio man was sentenced after attempting to bribe an undercover officer with Sprite and chicken Alfredo.
Well, here it is.
Keith and Mac tied.
Keith and Mac tied.
This guy? Oh, hold on.
Is he a big old? Yeah. Is he a big old Peter Griffin?
That's him.
That's him.
Never mind.
That's him, bro.
That's him.
Think about this. Put a white shirt on him, some green pants, and who is he?
Gosh.
Come on, dude. You know I'm right about this.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
Change the square glasses to round glasses, and we got him. It's fucking Peter.
Oh my gosh. That's terrible.
Nick, I love this one. That grinds my gears.
That grinds my gears.
Remember when he was on the news? Peter Griffin was on the news. He used to do that.
That grinds my gears.
Yeah.
It was actually, I think, Sprite, Alfredo, and what?
Lube.
Lube.
You're gonna have to go back and read that one,
huh? That's a much deeper topic.
Well, congratulations to your big win.
Woo!
And Mac's big win for Florida or not Florida. But guys, listen, we're a very giving organization here, and we love you guys, and we really appreciate you guys hanging around and playing. And for that, send Mark your address, your date of birth, your social security number, your credit score.
No, bank account too.
Bank account, routing and account number, and we will absolutely 100% send you guys some decals. They're not stickers.
With the 3
Y'all take Cash App.
Not stickers.
Oh, yeah, Cash App too. You send money on that.
Guys, literally, if you want to message us your address and let us know which decals you want. If you want a couple of each, we'll send you a couple of each. Post them up for us. We'd love it, man. We absolutely love it. I've got some on my computer. I've put them up at a little place called Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. So if you're walking around in Busch Gardens, you might happen to see one of these big bad boys. Gas stations love them.
Well, since you're doing that, I have no issue throwing your logo in the for the end credits for episode 4. So
let's go.
Why don't you send me that and I'll throw that in there with you guys. Send me that.
You get me your address tonight, and it'll be in the mail tomorrow morning.
Wow, overnight shipping. Y'all
shit talkers.
Well,
thanks, Nick, man.
You can't say that on YouTube. They will take you down.
YouTube got pissed off at us for some reason because we played a little song last night called "Creep" by a band called TLC. Now, guys, I gotta know if you walk into Old Navy, doesn't Old Navy play like music on their overhead?
I think they have like an off like a cover version of it, or
Okay.
they buy the actual rights to play it. Like I don't know, it's weird, but I know some stores are like, whoa, this is a familiar song, but I guess once it's covered, it becomes a cover. The copyright kind of like, I don't know. I have no idea, but I think if you play like directly from it, yeah, you tag the what.
He said you tag stickers at Busch Gardens. I said, yeah, I did.
Oh.
Why wouldn't I, dude? Come on.
Yeah, I mean,
you gotta get our name out there somehow.
Absolutely.
We're broke bitches.
It's all right.
So so you go to Walmart. Walmart doesn't pay for it. They just have Walmart radio.
Yeah.
Right? So my question is, if you were walking by my studio and I just happened to be listening to that song, and like your 50 friends were behind you and they heard the same song, like do all you guys have to? Do I have to pay because you guys heard the song?
I don't know. I mean, but it happened to me where I was going live at a party and they flagged me because even Facebook did it because they heard their music in the back, and then they said if you're like my buddy told me if you're monetized on Facebook and getting paid, they take a cut. Well, right, and they take a cut from whatever you get.
I'll stop playing the songs when they start paying me. I ain't telling them they can kiss my ass.
So we're gonna go back to covers and indies, and I think that's gonna probably be the best for us. I think.
I got one band.
I already got a song picked out for Tuesday. I'll tell you about it after the show.
Okay, fine. What were you saying, Keith?
I got one band. I'm gonna bring them up. Actually, Mac's brother, Brandon Brodzinski. He is in Escape the Paradigm, Indiana band, indie rock band. So definitely, I can send him your way. Good music. You can check him out on YouTube, and I think he's on Spotify already too. I think.
What's the name of the band?
Yeah.
Escape the Paradigm. I can send it to you on Messenger.
Okay.
Send that to me, and I'll get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'd love to listen to it. Hang on.
Good music.
That's exactly. So Chris is a buddy of mine who I used to work with, actually. Really good dude. Anyway, he's saying, yeah, you walk out the door saying, yeah, I can't forget those stickers. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Can't forget those.
Yep, can't forget them.
Gotta put them up.
Put the QR codes on them. Stick them. There you go.
So that's what we were looking at. So my whole premise behind this thing, and when you get that microphone, I was thinking like, hey, we should try to turn that into a QR code.
Yeah, I would. I think that would be good. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. If you can just throw the QR right in that middle spot without taking up the whole thing, just right in the middle. Perfect. Great advertising.
Army surplus will be a good place, maybe. Okay.
There it is. That's the name. There you go.
Got it. Okay, we'll check that out. We will check them out. So, what songs are hot from them that you like?
Oh, he has a lot of them. I think he's been trying to get out there again, and of course, it's tough. Anybody who's doing independent stuff, it's tough to get out there. So, but he has a lot of great music. I don't think he made anything recently because he's on a little break. But yeah, he's his YouTube. He has great music.
Okay.
So yeah, Rise is one of my favorite ones that he did. So it's a good one.
We had this other guy on not too long ago, Wix Patton, he's a former tight end for the Georgia Bulldogs, who is now, he's now doing music, man, and he does. It's like a rock, and kind of like a rock and hip hop kind of combined.
That's actually good,
dude. It's a great. He's got some kick-ass music on his pages and over on Spotify as well. So,
good. Yeah, you gotta check that out too. Yeah.
So people are blowing up. Who do you want to blow up? Who do you want to blow up on your for your Red Huntress? Like,
Ooh. So who do I want to see succeed?
you want them all to succeed.
I
but
want all of them to succeed. Everyone is a team player, and
yeah,
I can't pick one. You know what I mean? The only one I want to see succeed is the whole production. That's who I want to see. We're all in it, all one team. That's all we are. So I want everyone to succeed. So.
One team, one fight.
Yep, there you go. There you go. Right there.
What did Mac say? I'm the sister. I'm biased. I love all of it. Okay. Well, you have to. That's your brother, I guess, right? So you have to.
I know you don't have to, but
you don't have to. It's an option.
I think Mark's got a senile cat. I think it's like staring off into like.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a senile.
Leave her alone.
The cat's losing her mind. She's like, I'm just gonna sit here and stare. What is she staring at? It's a Jason toy.
You really don't want to know what she's staring at because I won't tell you on the screen.
Oh, okay.
And Chris, we've been trying to get him.
We've been trying to get. Oh my God, it's Wix. We've been working on it. Really, really, he's hard to get, and when he's in the area, which is crazy because he's been in the area. Have you seen him, Keith? Have you seen? Oh my God, it's Wix.
No,
I gotta get this on my flip phone. He's on.
Oh, yeah. That's him.
Yeah, he's from Florida. So,
okay.
Yeah, so he talks a lot about Publix and stuff like that. We love our state of Florida. We do love it here. We do live in a swamp. We do live in
swamp.
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you right now in my house, it is absolutely. I'm dying because if I walk in my kitchen area, like we got our AC cleaned yesterday, and we don't know what the hell happened. But now all of a sudden, I can't get the AC temp to get past 82 degrees. 82, Mark.
Ooh. I mean, well, at least it's better than Chicago because here you get snow one day and then the next day it's like 70 and fine. And then it just drops. Like, Chicago's just terrible with the weather. And it sucks for a lot of filmmakers because, okay, we're going to film this scene and the next day snowing. You're like, where did this come from? Like,
That's when you do 4 years into the future, like 4 years later.
No, you just write stories. The magic in the air, or something's possessing the air. Where
that's what you do. Yeah, you have a wizard now. You got to get a wizard.
Just like today, it's gonna snow, and then the next hour, it's raining. So.
Well, Keith, is there any other projects that you have coming up? Anything else that you want to talk about?
Yeah, so I'm going back to sci-fi. I know everyone's been blowing up my phone about when casting and auditioning's coming in. I haven't released the title yet, but we're gonna hopefully we can get that going next year. Let's just say it's a mix of Halo for you gamers out there and a little bit of War of the Worlds, of course, Tom Cruise movie. Came together, aliens taking over the Earth, and the human race is at its final last stand. It's falls between a few people to fight back. So a small little taste of it. I'll be putting that out soon. I'm going crazy with miniatures. I'm also looking for bands. So this is perfect. Indie bands who would love to have their music played through our, the space radio. You know what I mean? Where people can.
I'll send you a couple of.
Yeah. So we're looking at getting people to come in and putting together a team to make our aliens and everything like that, and it's going to be great. It's a mix of miniatures, VFX, a lot of cool stuff. So that's going to be my new thing coming up. Season 1 for the Red Huntress is after episode 4, and then we're going to take a little break, and then we're going to come back again next year to film because fundraising sucks in the wintertime for horror after Halloween. So because the holidays come up. So yep, Kathy, I always message you and Maurice first to be a part of it. I'd be the what? The D and give you a jelly donut. Are you talking about from Full Metal Jacket? Private Pile. Don't forget
the drill instructor. He'd be the DI, the drill instructor.
The DI. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I'm reaching out to a few people who we're reaching out to a few celebrities actually. Fingers crossed we get them to come back to be a part of it. So, big moves, small budget, but it's all about the story. It's all about the concept and how you go in and take it. So we'll be starting our Indiegogo for that soon, but not yet because we're still pre-production planning. So that's really the only thing coming up. But for right now, the Red Huntress, like I said, we're filming this weekend. It's going to be fun. We're making a huge gargoyle prosthetic for Lydia. Lydia's actually in Chicago right now. So we're going to be finishing up her prosthetic for the gargoyle scene, and she gets to basically tear a few people apart and eat them meat right off the bone. It's gonna be awesome. So,
oh boy.
Yes. So yeah. So, but that's basically it for projects. Just finishing up season 1 for the Red Huntress, and then going right into the sci-fi. So yes, and this is like to the people who came in. I appreciate you all tuning in. I know Sammy got me on here. Thank you, Sammy, for that. And I don't know where she went. I think she's just like hi and then bye. So
she's a busy woman too.
I know she's busy.
When you get ready to do your sci-fi deal, when that's going into production or whatever, hit us up.
Yep.
Let's get a clip or whatever together of what you have. And we'll put it out there for you. We'll help you.
Now, I got something to offer too, if you guys are interested. And I'll say it on the live air right now. And since we do have the podcast going on, I would love to do a scene where we can actually have the talking shit put into the movie as a actual podcast that the soldiers listen to, and they during their time. I think that would be pretty cool. What are you? I mean, hey,
So speaking of military stuff, right? We do a military appreciation show.
Okay.
A lot. So maybe it's one of those that you'd probably want to put in there where soldiers are talking about stuff and things, and because we all get together. Mark didn't get a chance to join the military or anything, right? But he wanted to. He gets to host that show, and he lets me go on my tirade and talk about dumb shit that I did.
I mean, it started with my grandfather was a World War II vet, and my younger brother, he's a Marine, he's a Marine.
He's a Marine.
Never was. Right. My niece is now a Marine. Her husband's a Marine.
Wow.
Brian is a Navy vet. I've got a lot of friends that were in the military. And I thought this was cool. When we decided to do it, I was like, okay, let's start it on Veterans Day. And
that's amazing.
I was like, we did it and we liked it. So we tried doing it once.
We didn't like it as much as the other people liked it. Like,
what?
It helps them unwind and they get a chance to talk.
Well, that's a big thing. So, like, I'm adopted, and my dad, rest in peace. He died at 102. He was a prisoner of the Bataan Death March in the Philippines. He was a Filipino adopted by Filipinos, and the stories you hear. Like, I wanted to go into the Air Force, but he always made fun of me. He's like, "Why are you going to the Air Force? You should join the Army." But he's like, the Army's not the same as it was in 1939 and stuff like that. But like, I wanted to go in, but again, I just getting up, I was like, I can't do that. I don't think I'll be able to handle it. So, but like, so much mad respect for the men and women out there doing this, because just the stories I heard from my dad, it's just, and I have a lot of buddies who, are currently serving and who are vets, and it's just, they could have done something else, but instead they risked their lives. They went out there to protect our freedom. And mad respect, mad respect for that one. So,
but we would absolutely love to be a part of a project that you're doing. So if you need us to write us into a script or whatever you need to do,
we'll talk it out. We'll work it out. We'll talk something. I think it'll be
We
cool.
can make something work. I think so too. I think it'd be fun.
It'll be great. I think it's awesome because it's like, hey, it's like that's how I'm a big guy in collaboration and connection, and like I'm very much like, hey, you helped me get out here. I wanna give back, and if I can do it, hey, that's how we grow together.
Absolutely.
Because right now the independent film, I feel like sometimes it's about individuals. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna get up here. It's like it's not that. It's about teamwork. It's about collaborating.
And I think the connections that you make here, even meeting people in the comments section too.
Yeah.
And like I said, some of the bands that we mentioned, maybe there's some people that you might want to reach out to there.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have the contact information. We'd love for you guys to be in contact with one another. I think Cranked Up TV?
Yeah, something like that.
I think it's Cranked Up TV. I really think that
if you can send that to me, that would be great.
I'll send that to you after the show.
Just something to look into. I'm not telling you to do it or anything. I just, when talking to these people, they were like, yeah, no, we implore anybody that's doing independent film. That's what we want. We want independents to be a part of our channel because it gives their channel that people are paying $5.99 a month for.
Yep.
You can go and stream the Red Huntress, or you can go and stream your new movie that you're going to have coming out and stuff like that.
Yep.
I think that's really kick-ass. So
it's awesome, and I think it's again, you support independent film. I don't know where I saw it from, but support independent film. That's the way it goes. Because we're out here, busting our ass. Making great content, putting things
on a skinny budget.
Yes, on a small budget, and I'm also starting up an online class with a few of my other directors, and we're teaching everyone how to do things on a very low budget. It's we're not charging anything. It's going to be on YouTube on my channel, and we're going to teach you how to make lights, how to film correctly, so you're saving money when you're doing like how to make a dummy, how to sew, like certain things that will save you money when you do your project. So you're not sitting here like, man, that's extra little expenses that start tacking on, and you don't have to worry about that.
That's really cool that you got that going on too.
Yeah, so got to help each other out. So,
all right, yes, we were stupid enough to sign the contract. It happened. Listen, I wasn't lied to though. My contract. Talking to my my recruiter, the one thing he said is, "What do you want to join the military for?" And I said, "I want to see the world." And he did not disappoint me because I learned that 70% of the world is made up of water.
Is it flat?
No. Actually, you can see the horizon, and you can see that there's curvature.
Well, I know that. I know that. Like, I'm just saying, is it really flat?
No, that's great. All right, guys. Well, we got to spend some time tonight with Keith. And Keith has been fantastic. And
thank you, guys.
What do we have coming up? We have a show coming up next.
We have a show coming up Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Yep. I put us all to, all three of the shows pretty much back to back to back. That way, once we're done, we're gonna go on a hiatus for a month, so we can fix our broken bodies.
But guys, if you like the show, if you like what we did here with Keith tonight, we do this with all of our guests. This show is not talking shit about people. We're talking shit with you. We're having a great time with our guests. We're letting our guests tell us what they're doing and introducing us into their world. And it's absolutely fantastic. We're getting to learn and meet really awesome people. You know what I mean? Learn a lot of stuff about what you guys have going on as well. So please hit the like button. Hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all three of those things. Hit Mark up or me, hit us up at Talking Shit. We want to get those decals out to you guys. We really appreciate you guys for sticking it out and hanging around. Yes, Amanda, you make it fun for us. So Tuesday night we have Jason Nike from, what show is he from, Mark?
Backtrack Cinema.
Oh.
Backtrack Cinema, which is another podcast. We have friends in the community. So we will also mention you guys to Jason as well. So If it's okay, if you guys are okay with it, Keith, if you're okay with us giving out your information to other
yeah, it's out there already. It's Facebook, so it's out
we
there.
want you listen, we want you to get the word out there. That way people can be a part
totally
of the
appreciate
Indiegogo and
that.
stuff,
I
you know what I
totally
mean?
appreciate, yeah. So it's gonna be
Thank you,
kick-ass.
Kathy. We really appreciate you. Thank you.
See you this weekend, Kathy.
Mark, is there anything else?
I don't think so.
We're going to be gone for a whole month after the Jason Nike show. What are we going to do? Are we going to play repeat?
I think we're going to play a few. You're going to pick 2, and I'm going to pick 2.
Fantastic. All right.
We'll go.
I watched Top Gun. I should have.
Please watch Top Gun. And let us know. Was it better or worse?
I will. I
want your honest opinion.
Because I saw Maverick twice. That's how much I love Maverick.
So you love Maverick.
Twice. I love Maverick.
I like them both pretty much the same. I think that they're really good, but that's a different discussion.
So real quick, it does take place in the 80s and 90s era.
Oh yeah. I guess so. It's gonna go back in time. So backwards.
But San Diego Naval Air Station, where I got to be a part of, and parts of San Diego are in that movie, and it's absolutely just fantastic. The bar they're in is still a real bar, right on the Strip, right there on 32nd Street. Not sure
Amanda,
if you're following, Keith.
I think it's my professional page is Keith VG21. So I can I'll reach out to you. I see you in the chat. I'll reach out. Yeah. So
I can send you your stuff too.
Cool. There you go.
Keith, thank you so much again for being a part of the show, and thank you for introducing everyone to the Red Huntress. We can't wait to see what you got going on and what comes next. Absolutely.
I'm excited. We got something great coming up.
All right. If you guys are good, here we go. From us here at Talking Shit, my name is Brian.
I'm Mark.
And this is
Keith.
That's right. And we're out of here. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see
everyone
Tuesday.
See you Tuesday.
Bitch, I'm in the.
Where are they gonna put it?